Patterson? Who knows Keith Wright? Who knows Charles Rangel? Who knows these guys? Some of them I can't even name, because you don't see them until election time comes. You know, even with the school board, you don't see these people.
You have your politicians, reverends, imams, your teachers that are sincere. There are, a number of politicians out there who are looking to use the community for their own selfish ends. Is it the majority? You gotta look at the evidence. You gotta look at Harlem. You gotta look at the products. You gotta look at the people. You gotta look at, the streets.
The school where I used to work in Harlem is very much supported by Inez Dickens and Bill Perkins. There are some of the reasons why that school has stayed open as long as it has, and it hasn't been turned into condos, or the school hasn't been taken over by charter school. This school is actually staying open, and it has been a place where a lot of black boys and black young men have been taken in and done pretty well. But at the same time, you're talking about two politicians that voted for the rezoning plan of 125th Street that is kicking black businesses out, is a part of kicking black people out of Harlem.
I think Al Sharpton has done a lot, and I still think he's become, a decent voice for the black community. And I always like what he's bringing to the table, even though he's gotten a bad rap over the years.
To me, Sharpton is one of the greatest guys in the world, man. If you need him, what else can you say about him?
Yo, halfway Richmond Linux, that's why we got Sharpton building like that. It's that National Action Network. Yeah, that's true.
Most of the people in this neighborhood don't even go to the meetings at 55 West to know what's going on and stuff like that. That's why people see surprised when they see Magic Johnson Theater built, or the Hilton that's going to be built on Park Avenue.
Barack Obama's in office. That changed that night in November, when everybody was going out to Adam Clayton Powell. To me, that was a change. Like, I'd never seen so many people so happy to be together at one point without any, nothing going on. So I felt like that was a change.
It takes somebody from here to change here. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Somebody who grew up rich and think they gonna just try to change this, it's not gonna fucking happen. It just ain't.
I don't know too much about Charlie Ring. I see him now and then. He's at the occasions and, and speaking and this and that. I don't know what he's done, for the Harlem community.
When Charlie Rangel first got elected, I felt he was doing something, him, C. Virginia Fields. But nowadays, I think it's all about the dollar and bettering yourself, not bettering your community, bettering yourself, getting yourself a better title.
Why wait till something happened before you show up on the news and speak for us? It should have been happening. It shouldn't wait till somebody gets killed or stabbed or something bad happen or something good happen. They should be out there every day.
I don't want to pat our era on the back, but I have to. This seems where most of the strength from our leaders came from. And I'm not only talking about males, I'm talking about females too. Until they can get it together amongst themselves, then they're not going to get it together amongst us. I'm only as strong as my leadership.
I don't think they're doing that much of a good job. They could do better.
They can do but so much. They got to take care of their families too. That's how I see it.
That's how I see it too, bro.
Could they do more?
They try.
I can do more. I know it start with me. If they can help me a little more, then I know I'm gonna help them do my part. That's what it's about. I'm not blaming nobody. Everybody blame the system. Can't blame the system. I gotta do my part.
There's some people that are really out for the community and trying to help, but then some people, it's just politics,
In the Congress, we'll be working to make certain that our schools get better and that the jobs come to our community. We're talking about jobs, and we're talking about jobs now. This certificate of special recognition is presented to you with the gratitude of all your fellow citizens.
Thank you on behalf of a grateful community for bringing this, because every block needs a Kamali Williams.
I just want to say thank you for having this great block party. It's an honor and privilege to represent you. And please, I know Charlie Rangel and Inez Dickens were here earlier, but please don't forget to vote.
In closing, Harlem, I leave you with a message that I hope inspires you to wisely and strategically fight, and fight harder than you ever have fought before. Keep in mind, if you're not fighting for yourself, if you're not fighting for the brother next to you, then at least fight for your children.
I've seen these guys for years and years and years. Like, do they really ever get anything done? I don't think so. But at the same time, the community does need leadership. It needs to be activated. It needs at times for someone to step up and say something that makes sense and at least is born from the sensibility of the people here. And those cats have made their life out of doing that. I'm not mad at them. I like to see people's activism be less TV and more like actually have the hands-on, having people pop out on the other side with skills and perspectives that can enable them to do stuff.
They know what's happening. This is not happening by accident. You know what I mean? Our politicians know what's going on, but they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They already sold us out a long time ago.
How do we do it differently so that we bring in more people into the conversation, so that more people feel ownership of the system?
It's just a front for them to make themselves look good in front of their peers. If you sit around and wait for a politician or a senator like that, you can be waiting all your life.